Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is What's in My Toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment, we have this Topdon TopScan. Let me pull out this box and show it to you. That's the main device, there's nothing else in the box really. First box it comes in, there's also a little QR code so you can scan and get the apps. Pretty good. And it's compatible with Android and Apple, so wide coverage. And here's the device itself, which is a pretty compact OBD2 port here, reader. So you plug this in into Bluetooth, so it connects to your phone app on your phone. Let me grab that quickly. And this is the app it uses. Sorry about the flicker on the screen. I have got some footage of this in action where I've just screen recorded it, so you'll see that in just a moment. Yeah, this is a really handy little thing. I can talk you over the device quickly and then we'll move on. I should also add that this is actually the 150th What's in My Toolbox video. So, it's pretty cool. And thank you for everyone who supported me since video number 1. All the way up to this one now, as well as all the repair videos. And yeah, so we have this lovely little scanner. And all you do is which is quickly want me to show you. It's got a USB-C on this end, and I mainly use that for updating it. So I plug it into a USB-C port, and I update it via the app, and it just gives it constant power rather than having it plugged into a car. And then you've got a little metal clip for your OBD2 port that plugs into all the standard OBD2 ports. We'll just have a quick look for the app, and then we'll actually go into the version. It covers a wide range of stuff, and I found it really useful and really helpful. Yeah, the app's got a DTC library on it, so it's pretty cool. So you can pick a particular vehicle, which is really helpful. So let's find one that I haven't done too long ago. So let's put in P0344. And those of you who've been watching my channel for a while will have seen that this is a cam sensor code. And then all we have to do is click enter. There we are. Just click it down there. Sometimes it doesn't click straight away. And it just gives you information on the code. An intermittent bank one, a single sensor. It gives you a load of different information, but also down the bottom gives you repair steps, which is quite handy. I don't know how much you can see on the camera. But yeah, it gives you repair steps as well, which is pretty handy. And now we're going to take a look at the main screen of the Android menu. So it's got a load of different options on here. And now we're going to go into the actual diagnostic menu. And you can see there's a load of different devices here. This is with the machine plugged into the car already. You can see you can download all these different makes of cars. We've got Hondas and Hyundais and all sorts really. Loads of different vehicles. Over 70 I'm told, but I haven't counted them individually. There's a lot of makes and models that this card covers. And yeah, just do it all the way down to the bottom. Show you every single car on here. And then we're going to start going back up to the top so we can do a diagnostic on a vehicle. And we're going to be diagnosing on a Vauxhall Zafira. So once we find Vauxhall, we can click on that. And then it's got an automatic read for reading the VIN and getting us all the information. I have blurred the VIN out here so that you can't see it, and just to keep the vehicle loading safe. As you can see, it will automatically read the PIN and it will decode it for us when we click confirm and give us all the information on the car, as you can see here, which is pretty impressive. It covers a lot of information. We're going to do an auto scan now and scan everything, and it will quickly scan through all the different modules on the car. As you can see, we've got 4 on the ECU, and we'll just work our way through. This car has got a few electrical faults that may explain some of the issues we have. And we will be doing videos on this car, this Vauxhall Zafira, covering a variety of different issues on it in the future. Just stay tuned for that. There's plenty of interesting things to work on. And yeah, we're just going to keep ping through all the modules, and I'm going to do this in real time so you can see how long it takes to do a full system scan. Obviously it will vary from vehicle to vehicle depending on how many modules you've got and how many problems it's got, so this is just a rough time guide, but it don't take too long at all. We're around 65% now, and yeah, it's pinging through. And the good thing about this is once you've scanned it, it puts all the fault codes at the top, which makes life so much simpler than having to scroll through all the menus to find the fault codes. And yeah, so far it's going pretty well. And yep, we're nearly there. But yeah, it's really quick, really powerful, perfect for any DIYer or even small shops. Really useful to carry in your car if you stop to help someone on the side of the road and you've got a problem. I do that fairly regularly. The amount of people I've stopped and helped, got them to safety with this device. It's been quite amazing. And yeah, now we can quickly look at the DTCs on this. And we've got 4 in the ECU. And there are a variety of different ones. The throttle actuator and CAN bus with no connection to ABS. Sorry about that, I murdered up my words there. But yeah, so all stuff we need to look at and investigate, and we'll be doing that in future videos. And yeah, we can go back now and we'll go look at some other codes and the different options. After we look at a few of the special features, we can do oil reset on this and oil life and all sorts of different things really, which is really handy for if you need to reset your oil, because some cars you can't have a manual procedure, you have to use a device to reset it. Mercedes are particularly, some Mercedes are like that, and this Vauxhall is very similar, so I messed up my words again. But yeah, as you can see, loads of different special things we do, replace the DPFs and all that, very handy. We can also do regeneration on DPFs, which is really useful. And yeah, I've got loads of different options. And yeah, just blow out the VIN number again. And we can keep going through this and keep working, see all the other little things. So as you can see, you've got all different fault codes. We're going to go to a different one now and have a look at the different fault codes in the different modules, which you don't get from a standard OBD2 scanner. You need a device that's more powerful that can access all the individual modules, sometimes get to all the fault codes. And you can see there's plenty in here as well. We've got steering problems and stuff like that, all stuff that we can solve. I think some of this is caused by a low battery as well, but until I've actually fully diagnosed, I can't tell you for sure. Yeah, and I'll get exit the system. And we've also got a standard OBD2 scanner on this device as well, which we'll see in just a moment. And also gives you, another good thing about this is when you come out of it, it'll give you a warning to remove your device so you don't leave it behind. We can click on the OBD option at the top now. So this is your basic standard quick code reading, just click auto scan, and it'll find the right protocol to talk to the car, which is also pretty handy. Yeah, we'll just let it do this thing. Again, this is all in real time, so you see how quick the device actually is. And yeah, it works out really well for this. I've used this device more than I can count, and I've found it really handy for stuff. Like I said, there's lots of different things you do with it, and it's got Bi-Directional Control, which is really handy for stuff. More on that later. But you can also do onboard monitoring as well, so you can check things. We've got a couple of fault codes in here, but then nothing too major. We'll go back out quickly. And then back in. You have to be careful, it is quite sensitive when you click on, at least on my particular phone, it's quite sensitive when you click on things, and sometimes you can take your backing yourself. Obviously you can clear all your codes with this as well. So once you fix your problem, you can clear the code down. It also keeps a record of it, which is pretty handy. I'll talk more about that in a bit. Yeah, go come out of that now. You see, there's quite a lot of information you can get on here. I'm just brushing over the surface of it really. We can go back to the main screen now, and we can do stuff like connecting to the engine to check the engine health and stuff like that, which I'm just doing now. Again, it takes a little while, but it's not the slowest device I've ever used. And it'll give us like all sorts of different information. We get here, as you can see, loads of different vehicle status, onboard monitoring, all sorts really. And now I'm going to move on to the IM section of it, which is pretty handy and pretty good. It's got many other features too, but this will give you a quick IM test. IM readiness, which will tell you if you're going to pass or fail a smog test roughly. You see this one will fail because of the DTCs and that, but we can sort those out, and we'll get, once I've actually done it, I'll reuse this footage in a future video and show you we'll pass hopefully. And yeah, as you see, pretty powerful little tool with lots of different features. We can also do onboard performance testing and all of this, so it's great. And now you've seen this in action, and I've shown you some of the cool features it's got. Before I go into any more detail, I just want to quickly show you the start of next week's video. Next week's Dobby, okay. There'll be these US Pro Industrial Impact Hex bits. So these will be in next week's video. So stay tuned for that. And just before we move on to my final thoughts on these, I just want to quickly show you a few other features that I forgot to show you. So we have obviously all the maintenance modes, we've got 8 in total. I should also mention that these do charge a year's free updates, and then after a year you have to pay. I believe it's somewhere in the region of £50 for the light version and around £70 for the Pro version, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't had to update it yet. I've only had this about 6 months and it's worked brilliantly. And yes, you've got all these diagnostic features. And you also have an option, so if you go in here, click on diagnosis, and if you go to recently, you can also diagnose, let me see if I can show you that quickly. You can do your recent diagnosis, so you can have the last vehicle you diagnosed and that, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's move on to my final thoughts now. This is an extremely powerful piece of kit, extremely capable. I was blown away by just how much you can do. You've obviously got maintenance services on it, you can set oil life and all that. And you can do Bi-Directional Control with it, which is handy for like testing stuff. For instance, you can test on the Sophia that we did the little short bit of footage on. You can test all the lights with it, so you can walk around the side, turn the lights on and off without having to operate pedals, which is great. You can do all sorts of other things on different cars. Obviously the features it uses on cars varies depending on the make and model of the car that you're testing. As you saw in the footage just now, it's got a wide variety of vehicles it covers. I believe over 70 vehicles, which is 70 makes a vehicle, which is really impressive. And that's why I'm going to be giving it a 5-spanner rating. So one of the few tools to get a 5-spanner rating on the channel. And now a huge shout out to my Fixing Club members, Mako, Rodney and Jason. Thank you very much for the support. You helped me keep making videos like this for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.